have studied his leadership in Russia over the decades, and I really believe that Putin only understands power. And it's the reason why in this moment we need to make it clear that the United States is going to continue to lead the free world, to provide Ukraine with the military support they need to repel the Russian invasion and achieve a just and lasting peace. The wavering support the administration has shown over the last few months, I believe, has only emboldened Russia. We continue to see their brutal assault on civilian populations, claiming innocent lives. But let me be clear, this is not just about Ukraine for me. I really do believe that if Vladimir Putin overruns Ukraine, it's just a matter of time before he crosses a border where our men and women in uniform are going to have to go fight him. Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia are all NATO allies, and if Russia crosses those borders, we have a treaty obligation to engage them militarily. I hold, as we sit here at the Kennedy Library, I hold to that old Reagan doctrine that if you're willing to fight our enemies on your soil, we'll give you the means to fight them there so we don't have to fight them. And that's the principle we should be following here in giving President Zelensky and Ukraine the military support they need to repel and to stand down that brutal Russian invasion.
You talked about studying Putin. There has been some concern or questions that maybe he's stringing the president along, that he's just slow walking the negotiations with no intent of coming to the table. Do you share that view?
Well, I think President Trump is starting to suspect that. He said not long ago that he was concerned he might be tapping him along, as he says, in that New York parlance. And I think he's right. If I was sitting with the president right now instead of you, I would tell him, follow your instincts on this. That's who this guy is. And he only understands strength. Look, there's a reason why Russia never even attempted to redraw international lines by force during our first 4 years. And that was because our administration rebuilt our military. We took down Nord Stream 2, which was a tremendous blow to Russia. We gave approval to our military in Syria to take out 100 Russian mercenaries without a single American casualty. We fired cruise missiles not once but twice into Syria against Russia's ally, the Bashar Assad regime. Russia knew we were willing to use military force to defend our interests and our allies. And so different than the Bush administration, the Obama administration, and then the Biden administration, Vladimir Putin stayed across the border during our years. And it convinced me more than anything else that this is a moment for American strength. And the pathway to peace is by an unwavering commitment to freedom.
Given that, I just have to know what was going through your mind when you were watching that remarkable Oval Office meeting where President Trump and Vice President Vance had an incredibly contentious exchange with President Zelensky. What would you have done if you were in that room that day?
Well, I've been in a lot of contentious meetings in the Oval Office, just usually not on camera. There was one occasion where we had congressional leaders in that got a little sporty. My own personal posture was to
But this is a president who's
his
fighting
way.
for his country, and you've met President Zelensky, so I wonder what you thought when you saw that.
Well, I thought it was regrettable. I thought President Zelensky was ill-advised to take his argument before the media in the Oval Office.